Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to take a look at Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. If you've never played it before, this Zelda game is kind of like a side-scrolling action-adventure RPG type thing. It's very similar to the likes of Castlevania, and at the same time it's quite different because it's a bit of a Zelda game, obviously. So this one is actually criticised for being one of the worst Zelda games ever made. Personally, I still think that's Wind Waker, but hey, everyone's different because everyone keeps telling me that Wind Waker is fantastic. Yeah, everyone's different though, as I say. So anyway, the whole point of this one is you have to walk around this world map here, just basically getting to the palaces. You're pretty much going to have to go to the town to find your way to the first palace if you don't know where it is. Thankfully I do. And then you have to go through this cave, which the enemies are pretty much invisible because you can't actually see them because the cave's that dark. It's one of them things where you have to actually beat this palace that I'm about to go to in order to actually, in order to get a candle for it. But before I go to the palace, I'll go and get a piece of heart if I can, because there should be one near me. The fights in this game are kind of done like Final Fantasy really. They're a random fight system. You can try and avoid them, but a lot of the time you're just going to end up having to fight them. And basically you have to fight for experience to level up, although certain enemies just don't give you experience, so I don't even bother fighting the fights anymore. I just walk around, although I'm about to get killed here trying to get this heart. So the sooner this heart appears, the better. But anyway, other than that though, it's pretty much a standard Zelda game. You've got energy meter up there at the top which you can increase. You've got magic meter, which basically you can get magic spells on this one. Things like shield, which cuts your damage in half. Things like fairy, which turns Link into a fairy on the screen that he's on. Other such things like that. You can oh, there we go, just getting into this heart section now, which will be around here somewhere. But anyway, you can get fireballs, which basically when you slash with your sword, a fireball will pop out, so that's pretty damn interesting and useful. But yeah, those are pretty much the magic spells. There we go, I've got this heart here. So there we go, as you can see my health meter has increased by 1, so that's going to come in useful, although I've just been hit again. So let's make my way to the temple. Basically when you get into the temples, they'll play out pretty much like an ordinary Zelda thing, except the fact that they're actually this side-scrolling 2D part. So other than that, that's pretty much all I can say about them. I'm going to shut up for a few seconds and just let you listen to the music while I try and concentrate over these platforms and the likes. So there we go, and that's a bit of the music. As well as enemies that just don't give you EXP, there's enemies that actually take the EXP off you if you get hit, so you have to be careful about that, because rather than leveling down, you just have to take ages leveling up again. But anyway, this is the first palace, and it is pretty much like any other type of Zelda palace. You have to collect small keys to go through the key door. You have to collect the castle's item, which will help you in your quest and the likes, and then you have to fight a load of powerful enemies. So that's about that one. This game actually has lives. I don't know why the hell a Zelda game needs lives, is beyond me, but it's pretty irritating because if you're in a palace when you die and you hit continue, then you go right back to the start of the game. Obviously your data stays the same and the likes, but yeah, if you remember the scene where I was at the start of the game, where basically you're beside Zelda who's asleep or unconscious in a bed, and you go back there, so you have to work your way back to the palace, which is pretty irritating. But to be honest, I don't really know what else there is left to say about the game. I've mentioned leveling up system and everything, mentioned the magic spells. Unfortunately I can't show you one of them at the moment. Life system and everything like that, so yeah, there's literally nothing else left to say. Graphically though, the game is it's not bad looking. I've seen better looking games, but it's not bad. The only other thing I can remember that I haven't said is, even though you've been watching us do it, is basically when you've got full health, like in the first Zelda, when you attack there, then a laser sword type thing comes out, and that obviously helps you out. So it's one of the things that you want to try and keep at full health. Your shield can also be used to block things, and you just basically stand still and it'll block certain things. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.